Almost a decade since the first movie came out, Inside Out 2 continues the story of Riley, who finally begins her journey as a teenager. But should Pixar follow this up with another sequel? Here at Movie Recap Pro, we believe making Inside Out 3 would be a fantastic idea for a number of reasons. For starters, after the first movie saw Riley struggling to balance her emotions as an 11-year-old, Inside Out 2 dives into her first years as a teenager at 13. Combined with Riley's basic emotions, the new character's anxiety, envy, embarrassment, anger, and nostalgia provide a much more complete and accurate picture of the awkward transition into adulthood. With Riley finally opening up to these complex feelings at age 13, the story simply cannot end at the beginning of her puberty. Indeed, the Inside Out franchise has more than enough material for a sequel, both in terms of Riley's external relationships and the inner workings of her still-evolving brain. Through the franchise's unique storytelling format, Inside Out 3 can enable Pixar to tell the most universally relatable coming-of-age story of all time. It would be a shame to waste this potential by not making another sequel. In fact, there's only a 2-year gap between the first and second movies, which respectively saw Riley at 11 and 13 years old. Whether Inside Out 3 continues this trend by telling Riley's story at 15, or if it jumps to her being 17 or 18, the third movie must inevitably tread the fine line between wholesomeness and realism. Well, that's a preview of the next 10 years, and this is a challenge that could take Pixar's storytelling to new heights. With Riley now in high school, Pixar will be faced with the difficult task of acknowledging and portraying her intimate romantic feelings, which are part and parcel of growing up. Most family-friendly movies with mature characters dodge this bullet by tackling the subject only briefly. However, the Inside Out franchise is about not just approaching these issues head-on, but also dissecting them inside Riley's brain. Combined with Riley's increasingly complex relationships with her friends, hockey teammates, and family, Inside Out 3 is bound to test the very limits of the core premise. Moreover, Inside Out 2 has notably become the animation studio's most profitable film, grossing $1.6 billion at the box office against a $200 million budget. It's uncertain whether Pixar can repeat this success with Inside Out 3, as the sequel would inevitably need to tackle more mature themes and scenarios. At the same time, if Pixar somehow rises to this challenge, a third movie could be just as successful, if not more so, than Inside Out 2. What do you think? Should Pixar make Inside Out 3 or not? Thanks for watching.